So what do we got going on here?
Oh, well, it's just
Something.
like, my topic is, about, the drizzle does, you know, drizzle drizzle does not apply to a
Drizzle,
Filipina.
drizzle.
Yeah, because,
What do we?
this is the thing that when it comes to drizzle drizzle, most of Filipina, they don't really understand what that it means. Okay, so as a Filipina, I don't really consider that for myself as drizzle drizzle because we're not apply for that because this is only for Western women that they're too much delusional about that.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
the thing that okay, hold on.
What's up, Kiss?
Hi, Kiss. So you just how are you, Bruce? Did you
Um, I'm doing pretty good.
okay? So I'm so excited about the news that you shared with me. So I'm looking forward for that.
Filipina M TV. Hello, hello.
Hi, Filipina MTV.
So
And
we got
I
two
just
live
really want,
streams.
yeah, I just really want to explain that because it's uh it's kind of a rampant that the drizzle drizzle in the states.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the reason why I put up this kind of content because as a we Filipina, we're not really like when it comes to this is very common that I hear for Western women. I'm not saying that we're Filipino are the same. We're not uh we're not asking for something, but some they do, some they do, but majority of Filipino women are not drizzle drizzle. So it's just like the thing, yeah, because as a Filipina, we take good care of our men, so we don't really that drizzle drizzle. Okay, so that's the thing that this is common in the West that a lot of Western women they ask for example, if they ask, if the husband or boyfriend asks a little favor, it makes something that especially when it comes to food. So this is very common that they will tell you back that are you crippled? So it's just like they tell get your ass and fix your food, okay? So that's very when I hear that when Frank told me because I'm very curious also about because this is past few years very passport bros or expats
Right.
they always
Mm-hmm.
mention about that, so I'm just curious why because there's no reason to refuse fix uh, food with your partner if you're not if you're not working. So it's just like for a Filipina, even though here we Filipina, even though we have a work, we make sure that we spend time especially preparing for it because that's the only thing that we can make up, especially when
Right.
we're at work. So we don't really say something about that. So it's just like
Well,
I really go ahead, Bruce.
okay. So I seen a live yesterday. Okay. I understand what you're saying. Okay. My friend Dave that that moved, he was from Ireland, he moved to Thailand. Okay, he's been there 11 years. His wife is a works at a bank, and She does. He knows how to cook. He knows how to do. But she will make him food, and then he just heats it up because he's a teacher, online teacher. But I heard yesterday that guys are saying that just like the Filipino culture, like your father is fed first, and that now they're saying like the man of the husband or whatever or boyfriend is fed first, and I don't have a problem with that. But if you make a meal, like you could serve up both yours and then like eat together. But to me, there's guys out there that like that obviously appreciate that because they know that their woman's going to do that, but a woman in the West won't. And I shouldn't say all of them, but a woman in the West is going to tell you, you got two legs, get your butt up and do it. A lot of times.
Okay. Hello, Sharon Lapulago. Thank you for coming, Sharon.
Hello, Sharon.
Yeah, that's that. Well, because the things that we're not yeah. Frank
Well, I
asked
don't
me if he
know.
wants to come on.
You know
But
the
it's just
thing
like,
is, do you think, and maybe Frank, if Frank's around, you could ask him. All right.
yeah, he will join a few
I,
minutes, Bruce.
okay. So okay. Like okay, back in the like okay, so back in like the 50s, women just cooked and cleaned. That's it. So I think that's what they're doing. Like what they want there. So what do you think about that?
Well, it's just like for me, it's things. Well, it's just like I don't really mind. I don't really mind fixing food for my, especially my husband. No, I don't really mind. You know. So yeah, I don't really understand. I don't really understand about that way of thinking, because especially if you're not working and then you don't fix something for your partner. I don't really
Get
get
up
that
and do your work.
mind.
That's what. But you got to look at it. Okay, I understand where men come from when they say they want their food. They sit here and say, and I've been listening for years with guys. The Filipino or just Asian culture people feed their men. Period. Okay. Western women, yes, there are some. If you've got a bunch of money that you are invested in, your house, cars, you have a good job working, okay, and you're taking care of that woman, and rather if she works or doesn't, if you are giving that woman a whole bunch of money, she will do it. Okay. And it shouldn't be about money, period. But the thing is, if the woman doesn't mind to cook and feed their men first, then I don't see there's a problem with that. But there could be men that say, well, are some men going into dating Filipinas? Are they making them basically like their cook and their cleaner? Okay, because we know that you women work your butts off. You clean. You want to make sure everything's nice. I get that. There's nothing wrong with that. But myself, and this is just my opinion. All right, I don't want to offend a Filipino ever. But if she is like dead load of got everything doing washed and doing this and doing that, I don't think that it hurts a man to get up and do something too. Okay, whatever that may be. If it's not cleaning the house, it better be doing something.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. And I'm not trying to. And listen, I know like this is why I think a lot of men love the Filipinos, because it's like going back into the 50s and the 40s, and your woman cooks and cleans if she's not working. And I have always said that anybody that I've ever, even if I wanted to be with, I've always said that I want a woman that has a job, because she knows what the meaning of saving money is. She knows that she's got to save to for whatever, for future expenses. If she's let's just say her parents are giving her, they'll give her the province place, the house. Okay, you're
You
gonna
guys
have to
don't
fix it
agree?
up.
Cause no, I can't. I can't. There's only one person I can invite. This is directly to you too.
Oh, so you need me to sit down and
Yeah,
deal with you?
yeah.
Okay, let me tell you.
Okay, let me read this from. Hi, Chris.
You want to get your double speaker, please?
So,
I know it's okay.
sis Filipina M. Okay, so what is your thoughts? Anybody else that's in the chat, the women, okay, or
Okay,
men, whatever.
so
What's your thoughts as women?
well, just Filipina MTV. Okay, let me read from her comment. So they have 50-50. So what? Easy for them to easy or what? What? What do you mean? Oh, okay.
A
In
man with
Philippines,
resources.
we don't work. We take care of families so we can have to make sure that they provide is being taken care of. Well, for me, when it comes to that, Bruce, if there's a, it's in between, it's in your agreement. So if your husband, he has a good job, and he will talk to you that, okay, I don't want you to go, I don't want you to work, just stay at home, take care of the children, take care of the house. That's okay, but it's this is between wife and husband. So if the husband will let the wife don't work, and he can financially support, then fine. But if you're not, unstable, so I think they can work, they can work together. It's just like in between of their agreement. So
Right.
me, I have worked before, but my job don't really give me enough, enough salary. So Frank decided, to quit because he can't still able, to support without me working. So that's
Let me
Well, I
squeeze
mean,
in here.
oh, and that's and you know what? That is a perfect example. Is that Frank is all right? Frank loves you. He married you, and that's why he said, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to take care of you," because Frank's the man. Frank is got the resources to do that. So he's doing that, and then you're doing what, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. All I'm saying is, if a woman doesn't want to work and the man can provide, that's fine. Then good. But all I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong with being fed, or being fed first, or this and that. The thing is I think most men, a lot of them, think that okay, I can marry, or I can have girlfriend that's Asian. It doesn't have to be Filipino. That's Asian, and all I have to do is make sure that they're
uh,
taken care of a little bit, and they're going to do whatever I want, whatever that be. And I just
it
don't
was
think that a
it's
woman I
already
love should be a slave. That's all I'm saying. She can, if she gets mad, get out of the kitchen, Bruce. Then get out of the kitchen. Get your butt out of there.
wait.
I can't. I don't think like I'm not. Listen, Frank's old school, man. Like he knows what I'm talking about when it came to the 50s. Women in the 50s stayed at
Well,
home.
that's the thing.
I was born in the 1950s, so I was around then to see how women and men act. Okay, and the women in the 1950s act nothing like these women today.
Oh
Okay,
no.
women knew what their duties were, and there was no argument about that, none whatsoever. And no man would imagine a woman saying some of the stuff that these women are saying today. A man wouldn't take that back talk from a woman back then like that. Okay, there was none of that. One of the things that Lily and I had discussed about this topic, um, and it really, I had to tell her this is really not about Filipinas. And the reason that I said that it's not about Filipinas is that Filipinas are really different than Western women. There are Filipinas, okay, that if their husband can't work, can't find a job, they'll get up and take a job overseas and will leave the man to take care of the children while they go overseas and make the money and send the money back to the Philippines to the man
Yeah,
for him
that's
to
right.
take care of the house.
Yeah. There's a lot
Okay.
of, there's a lot of Filipino doing that.
Our women won't do that. They're not going nowhere and working and sending you the money. Okay. That's like a no-no. I think
We ain't
they
giving
even
them money.
cringe at the thought of doing something like that. They're gonna go to another country to work and then send you back. They're just gonna keep minimum amount of money for them to survive and send all of the rest back to the man and the children. Nah, you don't hear of Western women doing that. There may be some, but I've never seen it, and I've never heard anybody say anything about Western women doing something like that. And if I'm
Yeah.
wrong, I'll be more than happy for someone to send us a message or put something in the chat and prove me wrong. Okay, but I I don't think they can. That's just
There
that's
isn't
why it
none.
doesn't
I've never.
apply here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
ain't
doesn't
never.
apply. Uh,
There ain't none.
I've
Where
dated
are they?
Filipinas. Yeah, I've dated Filipinas before I got married to my wife. Okay, and I never had a Filipina to tell me, "Are you sick? Are your legs broke? Are you handicapped? Get up and fix it yourself." Never, never. That's just something that they don't do. They take care of their men, you know. So the
And they're
sprinkle
just
sprinkle
beautiful.
stuff
Look
is
at, I mean,
definitely
look at Miss Lily. Look, she's beautiful. Look at all the ones. Phil, they're all beautiful. I don't care. I don't care what size you are. You're all beautiful because you take care of. That's what I love about you guys.
yeah. So the sprinkle thing that the lady was talking about that women need to do, Filipinas ain't worried about that. Okay, especially when they get one of us men from the West. Okay, they know that we're going to try to take care of business to the best of our ability. So they're not worried about, oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. And then what a lot of women don't get, and I want Filipinas to understand this, the drizzle drizzle thing is a joke.
Yeah.
Okay, it's teasing Western women, showing them how they act. Men all of a sudden are acting the same way that they act. We're telling them, okay, get out and make some money. Pay the bills. You pay the bills. I'm gonna sit back and chill. Okay, I should be at home taking it easy. You get on out there. being that you're independent, you tough, you the boss babe, and on, so you can handle these bills, and then you should take care of me because it's cheaper for a woman to take care of a man than for a man to take care of a woman. Look at what it costs for us to get our hair cut. It costs nothing like what it costs for a woman to get her hair done. Okay. We cut our own fingernails. We don't have to go to the shop and get our nails painted and our toenails done. And so a woman don't have to pay for that. We're easy. We're easy date. They don't have to take us to anywhere expensive. They could take us to Arby's and buy us just a couple of Arby's sandwiches and a Coke, and hey, we happy. You don't have to take us to no expensive place. So, but I see that some of the women here were wondering about this sprinkle, sprinkle, drizzle, drizzle, and I wanted to make sure that the women in the Philippines understood this is just something to try to get Western women to understand how silly they sound with all of these demands that they are trying to demand on men, and that they created passport bros. Okay, we never would have thought about getting up and leaving, especially I could say black guys. Now, white guys have been passport bros for a
Yeah,
long
for a long
time.
time.
Okay, look,
But see, there's a bigger world. That's the thing it's it's women's fault that they chose to act this way. Okay, and when Western women get upset at foreign women, the foreign women don't care. They don't care they're not thinking about the Western woman. They don't care what they think because we can tell them everything from our experience with Western women. And to be honest with you, they will tell you to get up, and they'll be rude about it. If they're not taken care of right, they're gonna tell you to go make it. And if your legs don't work too bad, you ain't eating.
Okay.
They don't
Let me
care.
read from Filipina and TV. Okay. Do you think a man should provide 100% in terms of financial? So that's.
you want me to answer that, or you
Yeah,
want?
yeah, you
Yeah.
can answer.
Okay. Um, Look, it's as simple as this. Over here in the Philippines, all right, is one thing, and the West is another thing. A man here who makes $50,000 a year is in the top 1% of men here. You're rich. Most of us that come over here to stay, when you sit down and analyze our finances, we're multimillionaires here. We if you make about 2,800,000 pesos a year, you are considered rich here. Okay, and most of us who make 40 or $50,000 a year, when you come over here, you're the man. Plain and as simple as that. You know,
Well,
and so if you manage your money right, you make your investments so that you have an income coming in that you don't have to work for. Okay, you're going to be straight here. Okay, if you retire and you've got a pension plus what you've been saving, to say like I've expressed a lot of times online explaining to guys, okay, that if you put uh, money in CDs, you get 5% now on your money. 5 point something percent. I haven't looked it up lately, but the last time I looked it up, even in the United States, you're getting 5 point something percent on CDs. Okay, so let's say you're a guy, you've been working, and I'm an old man. All right. I'm almost 70 years old. Be 70 in a few months. Okay. So you work, you save. Okay. You can put away $1 million. You could save $1 million through your lifetime if you start saving for your retirement when you start working. When you're in your 20s, you should start saving for your retirement. Okay. You put $1 million in CDs through CETA. And for you guys who don't know what CETA is, it's an organization that guarantees your money by putting it in CDs, and it spreads it to all of the members so that your money is guaranteed by the FDIC. Okay, because you know you can only put in so much, and it won't be guaranteed all over. What is it, 250,000 or something like that? Now I haven't been in the States in 5 years, so, but I think it's around.
You can put stocks too. See, people. You can do CDs. US is making like where they're giving you like 20. Some places like Weeble, they're giving you 20 free stocks just for $1. There's other ones that want they're giving you 60 free stocks for $1. Like you got to think it's about where what you're gonna put to invest.
Yeah,
And in the end, if it all works out the way like Frank's saying, then you're not gonna have to worry about money. It's just gonna come in. You can
yeah,
sell stocks. Once it hits a thing, you can sell a couple stocks and it comes in. Then you invest the rest for more years and more years. And if it does go up, guess what? When you're getting old, and I'm not saying Frank's old, that's his saying. Because my grandmother always said you're not old until you're in a grave. But in his case, he's got where he would have a bunch of these, and then when he passes, he gives it to his wife, and then his wife can live for the rest of her future, and then when the kids are older, it'll be their future. It's a common circle. That's all we're trying to do.
yeah.
If we can make it here, we can make it there.
Oh yeah.
It's just if
'Cause,
you use your mind and your money wise, you don't just go out and spend every day.
yeah, a guy who has, like I said, an income of $1,000, okay, a month, of extra income, okay, with your pension or with your Social Security, okay, when you retire and stuff like, you're straight.
Okay,
You
let
have
me
nothing to
let
worry
me read
about.
this from Bad Body No Fit. But if you don't feel like you are the man in the U.S. prior to going to the Philippines, then the money will only go far. IMO. And then another key comment: work on yourself first before going out to the Philippines to be blessed yourself in your lady. And okay, here, let me read this. Life, okay, like if I'm going to go out there, I would be thinking I will do my absolutely best to my lady get the full package in this consist more than just the cash for grub.
Yeah, for grabs, cash for grabs. Yeah.
Okay.
That's small, right?
Yeah, very small. Well, that's the one thing that I can't really pin
Because
the
you need to bring your glasses.
yeah. So it's he said that it's all asset, not just money. Yeah, I agree because not you know there's yeah, it's part of the aspect of life, money. Okay, so that's important also, especially when it comes to relationships because Uh, no, it's too small.
I mean,
It's okay,
okay,
Francis.
the whole purpose, okay, is you like majority of people that go over there. Okay, what is their common goal? What do they want? Okay,
Yeah.
a lot of guys have either been rejected, in the West, or women that they've been with, they've just it just didn't work out. Okay, and then you see all these guys that are end up going over there. What is their goal mostly? If it's about getting a girlfriend, it's mostly about finding the right woman over there and building a family, and the man taking care of his wife if that's what he chooses to do. The common thing is going and finding the right woman to spend the rest of your life and hers. And the whole point is it's not about just money. It's about making sure that these Filipinas can be taken care of, and that in the future they're going to be taken care of when you're gone.
Yeah, if you're married, because you would automatically do that for your wife. But I want to tell you something, being that I'm an older man. Okay, um, I can remember when men were men. Okay, there was no going back and forth with women. A man told a woman what to do, and she did it because men didn't play like they do today. Okay, you've got a lot of these guys who were brought up by women and not by men. Okay, they had more women around them instead of men. I grew up around men. Um, my father was deceased when I was 11 years old, and my uncles would come and get me, okay, and take me around and do things together so that I would be around me, okay? And I got to see how they acted, the things that they did, okay? Um, I've gone to work with my uncle because a lot of them worked where my father worked at. They were longshoremen. They unloaded the ships. Okay. So I got to go up on the ships and watch the men down in the hold of the boat with their shirts off, loading that stuff up, carrying heavy things and stuff like that. Those men did not take sass off of women. And a woman knew better to challenge a man in those days.
Yeah.
Now you've got women jumping up in men's faces, cursing them out and threatening to whoop them and stuff like that. Nothing like that went on then. A woman knew that if she jumped up in a man's face, and I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but a man would slap the mess out of a woman if she jumped up in his face and disrespected him like these women disrespect men now. And that's why they do it, because they know that most men, are not going to do anything to them for fear of going to jail. So they've gotten out of hand. Okay. They said that they wanted um, equal rights and equal pay and everything. So they have everything that they said that they wanted. And look at how they're acting. Now they want supremacy. They want power over men, not to be equal with a man. They want to be above a man. And so guys like myself said, this is funny. I'm out of here because I don't have time to be going to jail for slapping some woman for jumping up in my face because I don't play that, you know. So I'm gone. Let me get me a ticket, you know. I've got money. I don't have to stay here, you know. Um, Now I was traveling and I called myself an international playboy. Okay, you don't hear that term used anymore. That was a term that was used back in the 50s and the 60s. If you went from country to country, meeting women, having girlfriends in every country and stuff like that. But today they don't use that term.
Okay, let me read this from
Go ahead.
Buddy. Buddy. But all people are different, and people have to do what works for you and yours. Yeah, I'm not saying all, but majority they are. So, and then I was blessed to have both parents from both sides in my life. With both my parents still together, also nice that I have a lot of good men in the family as great role models and good women too. So yeah, you're very blessed. You're very blessed. Okay, guys. Here's the thing that for those watching right now, I'm not generalize Western women, okay? But majority of them are drizzle drizzle, okay?
So
So
you're not generalizing, and you need to say how you feel just as well as Frank is saying how he feels. He knows, and I know as American, we know what it's like, and you know, Frank chose to go like he said. Okay, Frank, and you are together. You guys are married. He's happy, and you're happy. But you gotta say yourself, your feelings too, because people got to understand that. I think they think that us men are just running to over there just to get with you because you cook, clean, and do all this stuff for us. Okay, and that is not what I am saying. Is like they don't. There's a lot of women that don't do that. Now they did back in the day. My grandparents, before they died, my grandfather worked his butt off, and when he came home, his food was on the table. There wasn't no back talking like they do today. There wasn't no griping about money. It was he got fed, he took his shower, and she left him alone to do whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah, most of the men back then, they would, like you said, they would go to work, they'd come home tired. The wife would even run their bath water, okay,
Exactly.
for them to take a bath. Because a lot of the men back then had what you call manly jobs. Okay, they worked at steel mills.
That's
Um,
right.
they build buildings. They were construction workers. Okay, they had hard jobs. They worked on the railroad, laying down track and the ties up under the track and stuff like that. Those men came home. They was tired. All they wanted to do was take a shower, eat, and go to sleep so they could get up and go again. And they would try to work all the overtime that they could get to make extra money for the family. And things have changed.
yeah,
Now you've got everybody wanting to go to college. Everybody wants an office job. Nobody wants to really work hard and sweat and do the dirty things. Even me myself, I used to work for the railroad. I know guys that had jobs that cleaned out sewers. Okay, I was one of the better paying jobs at the railroad, working the sewer machine. They would suck out all of the gunk and stuff like that out of the sewer. Men wanted that job because it paid so much. You made more money than a guy sitting in an office working. Okay. And you didn't have to have a college degree to have that job. Now, me myself, I was in the Brotherhood of Maintenance of Way. I worked on the machinery that fixed railroad tracks and so I've had those kind of jobs. I've even worked on a rail gang and a tie gang, changing rail and pulling ties out from up under the rail. and on. I'm a little guy. I'm a thin guy, but I had that kind of job, and I worked my behind off. Okay, and I know what it feels like to come home. Look, when you get home, you really too tired to eat. You really just want to lay down and rest first. Okay, but if you were married and you had a good wife, she would have your bath water running. She knows what time you coming in the house. She's gonna fix that bath water while you in there taking your bath. She gonna have your food together. By the time you dry off, you come, put your stuff on, sit down at the table, eat your meal. You may watch the news or something like that before you go to sleep, and then you get into bed and go to sleep so you could get up the next morning and start all over again. Women appreciated men that did that. Now, women are talking about, oh, if you don't make 100,000, if you don't make 200,000, I don't want to date you. Back then, women were happy to have a man that had a good job.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with how much you made. It's you got a job and you got a good job, I'll be your woman. Now the greed has taken over.
Okay, so let me read this from Betty. Okay, let me know. Okay, okay, majority. Okay, wait, hold on. I was blessed to have. Okay, I already read this. Majority of Western women can use some work. Most men live, live what
You know another thing too.
need to stop listening themselves. They played as well. My dad would say to me and my brothers, "Stop thinking with that other
With
head."
the other head.
Yeah, with the
I
little
mean
head.
that'll get you in trouble. That'll get you in trouble, and too, just because it's a different country does that'll get you in trouble too. You know, so
I think college, from him, I think college is good. It's when people go far, useless degrees like gender studies.
Well, one of the things that I advise to a lot of young men about college, I explain to them that college is there to teach you how to teach yourself.
yeah.
I've heard so many people say, "Oh, you don't need to go to college or whatever like that," and I try to explain to them that just because you go to college, it does not make you be a genius or make you smart. But college is just there to teach you how to teach yourself, to learn how to research things. And that's what's wrong today. So many of our young people, when they sit up and they watch the news, they can't tell the difference between real news and fake news. They do not know how to comprehend and know what makes sense and what's BS.
Yeah, it's just like even though here it's easy, for people, to believe what they seen online. So okay, and then another thing, Frank, that we Filipino, we don't really demand the six figures. So
Yeah.
that's I can address with that. So uh well, it's just like you said that if that 15K a year, Filipino would be happy for that. Would be happy for that because of that amount that you provide for her or
Mm.
for the family. But in the West, it's not enough because that they consider that a person uh receive 50K a year is a dusty and broke.
Well, you know, it's like my friend said. Okay, my friend's been in Thailand for 11 years. Okay, and he explains this all the time because people always ask him how much this, how much that, and it's like this. Okay, if you're just somebody going on a vacation or you're just doing a holiday trip, it don't matter how much money you drop down. All right, the point is you've got to be smart with your money. Okay, I know myself. People that know me, I work my ass off. Excuse my language, but I work my ass off. I don't have to. I could just sit in an office. But you know what? My dad taught me that you have to work. I bust my butt every day, and I've been doing it for years and save up so I can go. All right. And when you know that you have enough that you've saved to go, and then you're going to go and like myself, I'm going to go invest and find a place where I want to be. And when I find that spot, when I come back the second time, that's when I'm going to come back and do it for good. I'm lucky. I'm lucky because I can work at nighttime for a couple hours when it's US time. I can work and I can sleep, whatever, and I can take care of whatever girl, the girl I'm with. It's not a problem. I still am going to do something. I'm not going to just sit back and say, well, okay, I'm here. I'm just going to sit back and do nothing. No, I'm still going to do stuff. But it's because of the opportunity that was given to me by my father, which I'm thankful for because he's allowing me within a year's time to do that. I don't have to. I could just say, boop, I'm out, I'm done, and just go. No, I don't have to do that.
Okay,
I'm
so
still
there's
gonna
a
want to make money.
question. Okay, there's a question. You can answer this.
I
Two of
can't
you
see. What is
guys.
that? Hey,
Uh,
Puts.
Hey, Boots, what's up?
are you from Filipina
Is
MTV?
that Bruce
Are
on the
you
panel?
guys
That's me.
are you against of men supporting their Pinay girlfriend financially? Oh, in your opinion, Frank, what is your opinion?
It's according to the man. It's according to what they're trying to do. Okay, if he needs his Filipino to work, then she should work and help him do what he's
Yeah.
trying to do. Most of us, when we come here to build. Okay, we don't come to just lay around. We'll build a house or whatever like that. If your husband wants you to work to help get the money to build the house, then yes, work. And if he doesn't need you to do it and does not want you to work, then he'll let you stay at home. He'll retire you. Most of us retire our women because we feel that they're not making enough money. And they would do better
Oh,
being at home, taking care of us, So why let them or have them to go out and work when we make enough money to take care of her? Simple as that.
Yeah,
there's
that's
nothing. There's
that's
nothing wrong with
fine.
that. If that's what, again, that is your choice, and there's nothing wrong with that. Um, I look at it like this, Frank. If a woman wants to work, she can work. Just sit here and tell her no. If she wants to that bad, let her work. If that's what she wants to really do, and does she want to go to school? Sure, let her go. You have the free. This is how I look at it. You have the freedom. It doesn't matter what it is. In a relationship, to me, you want to work, go ahead and do it. If you want to not work, and I can support him, or like Frank's doing, then she has the right to say, sure, I'll leave my job. I'm not making no woman leave their job. I'm not making no woman do nothing. I'm going to let her make the decision and make her choice what she wants. All right? Because as a man, I'm going there. I'm going to relax and I'm still going to be able to do my work, but I'm going to be able to do it easier.
Okay, so let me read from Bad. My mom and dad said when it comes to a relationship, there is no 50-50. It's just you both doing the best you can and contribute your strength to strengthen your relationship.
Yes, and that made sense. But today, women are calling that struggle love. If
No
they have
way.
to do anything, it's struggling.
You mean I
They
have to get
just
off my
don't
butt?
want to be an adult.
You mean the
Yeah,
woman has to get off her butt and she actually is going to
Yeah.
have to do something?
Oh, isn't it so tragic? Ah,
Frank,
hello,
now Lily,
GLS. Thank you for coming, GLS.
Lily. I mean, okay, so Frank and Lily. So Frank, she doesn't have that problem. Well, any Filipinos, they don't have a problem doing their work, do they?
no,
Are they
no.
complaining?
My wife will work a job and still do the housework.
There
Okay,
you go.
but she doesn't have to. Like,
Right.
like I told Lily a long time ago. Look, okay, there's no need in you leaving up out of here, spending what it takes to get to work. Then you will get there at work. You'll only make a certain amount of money. It's just not it's not worth it. It's just not worth it, sweetheart. I make enough money that you don't have to work. Okay, now it's up to you. And she decided, okay, I'll retire and I'll take care of you. I'll look after you all the time. And that's what she does. I don't have to make breakfast. I don't have to make lunch. I don't have to make dinner.
Mm-mm.
I don't have to sweep the floor. I don't have to mop the floor. I don't have to clean windows. I don't have to do anything but get out of her way when she's cleaning the house. Stay out of the kitchen when she's cooking. The kitchen belongs to her. I know not to invade and get told to get out of her kitchen.
The kitchen
Okay.
belongs to the woman. That's right. That's the woman's area. The kitchen. That is
My
the
Well,
woman's
woman could
area.
be my woman could be laying on the couch in the living room. I go into the kitchen and open up the refrigerator, and she's gonna say, "What you looking for?" And she'll get up and come into the kitchen to get me what it is that I want. And she naturally does that. I'm not standing over her with a whip or a cattle prod to make her have to do something like you need to do with women in the West. Okay, you need to cattle prod them just to get them to make you a sandwich.
yeah, for disclaimer, okay, not, well, me, I would love, I would love to do that, because, that's part of my, that's part of my care and, love for you, Frank. But I don't know some some Filipina, because I don't work, but but some they don't really agree on that. But me, I don't I don't really mind that things for my man. Okay.
Let me say this, sweetheart. Now, I've heard where women have asked Lily, do I give her an allowance? She's not a kid. Our money is our money. My wife doesn't have to ask me for money. She knows where the money is in the house. When
You
she
need an
decides she
allowance.
wants to get something, she goes to the money, get the money, and she goes and shop and gets whatever it is that she
Wow.
wants to get. And on there, no allowance.
Yeah,
Not
that's
my
because
daughter. That's my wife.
yeah, that's that's common. That's common for Filipina because they always allowance even though they're married. That's why my friend very curious asked me, "Do you get allowance from your
She
husband?" And
gets
then I was
allowance.
shocked.
She gets the money
I,
when she wants. Goes to the grocery store.
I
She,
was shocked that I was shocked that we're
that's
married.
silly.
I
Oh my
don't need
god.
allowance. His money is
Oh
my
my
money.
god.
My money is his money. Okay, let
You
me
hear
open
these
the
girls say
content.
that. How much allowance do you think you should give your Filipino? Like, it's if you like them, like your money's their money. Come on, let's get with the
Look,
program.
I do not have to worry about my wife going spin crazy or anything like that, running to the store, spending up all of the money, buying up a whole bunch of clothes and stuff like that. And plus the things that the clothes that Filipinas want, okay, it don't cost that much. My wife could take $100, okay, that's 5,000 and something pesos, and she could come back with a whole wardrobe of stuff. Okay, it's you give a woman $100 in the West, and she'll take. What am I supposed to do with this?
Well, things obviously cost a little more. Let's you give a girl a thousand. I mean, you give them $100. Yeah, they're going to be able to do a lot more over there. Obviously, $100 here isn't going to do you squat really, but it'll get you some groceries. Maybe a couple t-shirts. I don't know. You know, so maybe a couple pairs of pants. It depends. Like,
Well, that's why the living is
wait,
easier over here
okay,
because you're
okay.
gonna get more bang for your buck. So I advise men, come visit, come see for yourself. Don't take my word. Don't take these guys in these vlogs. Don't take their word for anything. Get up off of your behind, get up off of that couch, put them chips down, put that beer down, go get you a ticket, and come over here and see for yourself.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let me read this because it makes me laugh. Okay, from that. In the US, a woman would say, his money is my money, and my money is my money.
Yeah, that's the truth.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, that's funny, bad boy. That's so funny.
Yeah, because that's because they're selfish. They would
That's
talk
just
to
a
be
hundred
selfish.
bucks. What the hell is this? $100. But if you give a Filipino $100, she's gonna go wow, and she's gonna go be able to go buy whatever. Like Frank said, go buy a whole wardrobe.
Well, it's just like, actually, I don't really, because, I have a lots of clothes, to be honest with you guys, especially on the live chat. I don't really ask, to Frank, I'm going to shopping or what. Because for me, I'm good with my clothes. So I'm the type of person that I just bought things that I need. Okay, but he's the one who asked me if something especially when I clean the porch. Okay, so I love to clean the porch because that's my favorite part of the house because I have plants there. And then I think he appreciate me because of doing that. And then when I sit on the couch and just resting for a few hours, that cleaning the porch, and then he tells me, would you like to go to the mall? And then I ask, for what? I don't want to go to the mall. And he said, do buy something. Oh, I don't need. And then I tell him, I let you know if I need. Okay. And then he said, no, sweetheart, you go. Okay. And then, sometimes I just tired of, hearing that from him, that go to the mall. Okay. So I just grab and take the money and then buy stuff that just only one or two, that to show him that, I went to the mall and buy. And that's thing that he told me that women in the West, if the husband will tell, okay, go to the mall, oh my God, you're not yet done telling her, she's already
Give me a
done
credit
fixing
card.
herself and go to the mall, or do something like especially do a hair done. No, I'm not. So I just she just tell me that, oh,
Let me throw in two
okay.
cents here. Sometimes when I'm doing nothing and I see how hard my wife is working in the house, Okay, and because I mean, she gets up on the ladder and cleans the fan. She will wash clothes by hand. Okay, and I don't stop her. She could take it to the laundry
Well, I
and
just
have
watch, the
let me let me
sensitive.
let me let me finish. Okay, she can take everything to the laundry and have it done, and we pay for it, and it's no problem. But she wants to save money. So she will go into the bathroom and sit down and wash clothes by hand and on. And
Wow.
I see her work so hard, and that's why I will come to her and say, "Sweetheart, why don't you go to the mall and buy yourself something?" And take some money and go and buy yourself something nice. And I know that she appreciates that. Most Filipinas will appreciate that. But I may give her 5,000 pesos or 10,000 pesos to go and buy something. Okay. She'll come back. Maybe she'll spend 300 of the pesos and bring back the rest of the money. She won't even go and spend it all. Now, a Western woman, you give her some money, you're not getting any money back. You know, she's
And
keeping it. You put money
if
in
you
her
mention the
hand,
word mall, you're
it's
gonna
hers.
ask for credit cards.
Yeah,
Don't forget that. Let me have a credit card. Credit card would be overdrawn, man.
Oh my God. It's just like, I think, some women, when they know that, that's how Frank treated me, they get envy on me because, oh, it's your chance, to spend that money. But, for me, once you have something in your life, you don't have to show to people that, you're doing that, you're going there. Because for me, it's just like, I'm good because I have nothing to worry about myself. I'm in
Right.
good hands. I'm in good hands. I don't need to brag myself going to this place and spending. I'm not really, well, if somebody will give me a brand signature clothing or what, I'm appreciate. But I'm good with local product. I'm happy for that.
yeah. She always emphasizes in her blogs to buy local brands. And but one thing that I must say, when it comes to the majority of clothes and stuff that Lily gets, I'm usually the one that will say, "Oh, sweetheart, look at this. Do you like this?" And then she'll look. If she likes it, she'll say, "Oh yeah." I say, "Oh well, get yourself a couple of them." She'll want to get one. I'll say, "Get two, get three." She never will grab two or three things and say, "Oh, I want this or anything." She won't even say that she wants something. And most of the time, I'm the one that's asking her, "Do you need this? Do you need that?" And she's very frugal when it comes to dealing with the money. And she's the one that does the banking here, not me. Now I am the one that writes out the monthly check for the household,
Right.
but I give it to her, and she goes to the banks and deals with all of that type of stuff. I don't even bother. The only time I go is when we know it's going to be crowded, and I can I can get in the senior citizen line and get waited on real fast. So that's when we'll both go, but we get in because I'm a senior citizen and I can get in the senior citizen line. But other than that, she manages the money, she does the shopping, she does everything. I don't even have to take out the garbage. Come on, we all know that's supposed to be a man's job, and she tells me no. No, that's part of the kitchen. Get out of my kitchen.
Well, the only thing
I'm
that
not taking no garbage out.
well, the only thing that, when it comes to shopping, it's just like, well, it depends, I'm not really into, but when it comes to shopping food, oh my God, I'll sometimes, Frank, did you make a list? And then I told him, yeah, I made a list. So in my list, there's like 5 items. But when we go to the grocery store, oh my God, it's almost gonna full, the shopping cart. So when it comes to food, I'm very hands on with that.
And when you get ready to go out to go shopping, what do I always tell you?
Bring enough money.
Bring more than enough money.
Yeah.
See, I'm the one that will tell her take more, because she will sit up and try to figure out everything to the centavo, or should I say to the penny? Okay, so the people in the West will understand, because that's what the centavo is. It's like a penny. Okay, and she will take that exact amount of what it takes to buy just that. And I'm always telling her, baby, take more than enough money. You may see something that you forgot or whatever like that, and you don't want to not be able to get what it is that you need or whatever. So no, she's the one she's tight. She could squeeze a penny and make make it cry. Okay.
Okay, let me read this from Bad
Eagles, dude.
Filipina would say most Western women are clever and survivors, but to be smart and wise, in my opinion, is to be just, loving, and strong, not manipulative.
Well, I look at it like again, it's like Frank said earlier. The fizzle dizzle stuff is a joke.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
because you know what, Bruce? Things that I've seen, online that when it comes to Western women talking about, Western men. That's first I don't really understand why, because as a woman, because why they never think about the welfare of the men. Just also they just think of themselves. So it's just like, for me in general, they're very selfish.
I'm getting a soft guy era without me having to try to.
Right.
Simple as that. All I have to do is bring the money into the house, in which
So,
I'm already set on that happening, and I don't have to do anything for that to happen. And my wife does everything else. And so I'm
okay.
getting the soft guy era without me having to say drizzle, drizzle, or make fun of anything. And that's why I'm telling guys, get on a plane, get that jet,
Right
get that
now.
ticket, come over here, see for yourself, okay? Because I could be sitting up here telling you a bunch of LIEs, okay? But I'm not. But I want you to come and see for yourself. Come here to the
So,
Philippines, go to
so
Thailand, see.
yeah. Listen, check this out. Do you know that in the West, and Frank, he'll agree on this, in the West, if you was to pull up cameras and go around trying to talk with women, men, whatever, asking questions like they do, you might end up getting arrested. Just for asking the simplest question. All right. Now, when you go when you go to the Philippines, Thailand, these places, you see it all over. All right. My friend's a YouTuber and an English online teacher. Okay, that's what he's done. That's what he does. He goes out every single night in Bangkok at the market, and he goes and interviews people. Lifestyle. What's your favorite food? How old you are? Do you have a boyfriend? Do you some girls would be like, "Well, I like girls like girls, whoever, or he'll interview guys. And you know what? They're friendly people, just like they are in the Philippines. All right. But if you pull that crap here, you might get arrested or you might end up getting shot by somebody or stabbed, because they might think you're a weirdo or something. So you don't have to listen to Frank. He's been there a while. Again, do what he said. Get a ticket, go see for yourself. And one last thing here, as long as you show the woman that you're going to take care of her, I guarantee you 100% she'll stay home if that's what you want, and she will do everything that Frank's getting. Guaranteed, you will get that. As long as she know that she's being cared for and loved, true love, and I guarantee you that's what will happen. So I got to jump off, Lily. I got dishes I got to go do here, so. And then
Okay, brother.
get my
Thank you
shower and
for
then go to bed.
Okay,
All
thank you
right.
for joining. Okay,
Thank
bye.
you for
Thank you,
thank you for
Bruce.
allowing me to come on. I appreciate it, Frank. You take care, man. Don't hurt yourself, man. Don't mess with the garbage or anything.
All right, man. See you soon.
You keep doing it, man. Appreciate, man, all your info, man. You guys are great, man.
All right.
Take care, everybody.
Yeah, that's that's the thing of drizzle guy, Filipina. Okay, so don't apply that the drizzle thing. Okay, we don't.
Keep that Western stuff in the West.
Yeah.
Don't bring it over here. You will mess up things for yourself. All you got to do is just come here and be a man. That's all.
Yeah. So, but it's just like the the thing is, once they come here, and especially dealing with Filipina, okay, don't really give your trust 100%. Know the person first, okay? That's the best way that you can do to have a safe relationship with a Filipina. No.
Yeah. Don't come here being a simp.
Yes,
Okay.
same.
Still keep your brain to working. Okay. I'm not saying to come here and just go crazy. Because these women here are smart. Okay. They're not dumb. And a lot of them are streetwise. Okay. They're not something like what the women back home be trying to say that they're not educated and they're poor and all of this kind of stuff. No, these are some smart women, and they don't take no crap off of anybody, but they're good women, But you have to pick out what you want and what you need.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me read this from Poots. Yeah, no need. Oh my God. No need for Western stuff in the Philippines. A man is allowed to be a man in the Philippines, and people really know what women is in the Philippines, unlike in the West. Yeah, that's right, Poots. That's right. Okay, guys. So I give you 11 treats that a foreigner like us. Okay. So take note, for those Filipino watching right now, here's the clue that why foreigners like us. Okay. So tell me guys, especially for Western men on the live chat, tell me, and for those had Filipina girlfriend or wife, or Filipina that you're meeting online. So tell me if I'm true or not. Okay, number one, family oriented. So that's the thing that foreigners or Western people like us. Is that true, friend?
I guess so.
Oh my God, but my husband don't really, don't.
I'm gonna let you do this segment. I'm gonna go and get me some more juice.
Okay, go
So
ahead. You disagree? Okay.
no, I didn't say I
Okay,
disagree.
because
I'm neutral. Go ahead.
yeah, because when it comes to that, like, if we're, if we're, so if there's somebody, try to, hang out with us, we prioritize our family. If it's really important to, to bond with, with the family, we really refuse, other friends, invitation. So we're really based on the family. But if it's not really important, that's the time we can decide to hang out some of our friends. Okay. But in general, we're very you know close or family oriented. And number two, most take care of ourselves. Filipina, they're very, independent. They can, because I remember when I was young, so I just take care of myself when I was 18. But there's a part of, I was crying because, I'm out of my family. But the months goes by, the years goes by, I adjust that kind of lifestyle. I saw. And then number three, we love to do fun things. Okay, so like, this is thing that, I love to do. We go with my friends, do something like do groceries, or we do talking, or do karaoke. So that's very fun. And number four is we treat our men, we treat them, like my husband. I always treat my husband good, you know, as a Filipino wife. And, I don't know for those, watching my other live streaming on the StreamYard, that, when it comes to my men, okay, I'm the one that, I'm very strict, I'm very strict, especially when we go outside. I don't allow him to wear an iron clothes, an iron jeans or blue jeans. Okay, I just, I don't, because, I'll make sure that, all his clothes is iron, because I don't know, it's just my personality, guys, that I can't really stand that, I'm so giggle that saw him that wearing. But sometimes my husband is stubborn. And then he tell me it's really hot outside, the crumple that you can see, it will gone if we know. But what can I do? But I'll make sure that, because I really enjoy see him, that, especially, when I saw him, that, oh, I like to see your, I like to see you, wearing, blue jeans that iron. It very look, simple, but you can tell that, your man is very presentable. That's one thing that I'm very hands on when it comes to his stuff. Okay, from Alma is the West. A lot of women are career oriented, don't need a man. Attitude, then suddenly think about having kids in their late 30s. Yeah. So that's the thing. So, and they're very, when it comes to that, puts, your comment about that, I agree, because it's just like, they don't really care about, love. It's just like they care about money. Okay, they care about money, it's not the love. But I'm not saying all, okay, because there's gonna be bash me for that, so I'm not saying all. Okay, but majority of, of this Western women, they think that way. Why, why the why the marriage, you can tell, okay, women that in their 60s, ask how many times they get married. Okay, so for me, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter for me if there's a divorce, but it's according how you deal with the relationship with the man, or how you deal with the relationship with your women. Okay, where am I now? And then fifth, we very independent, but also know to get what they want without pissing you off. Well, it's just like, it's part of Filipina that, we still respect our men no matter what. Yeah, because, it's just like, Sis Alma, some they're very independent when it comes to money talk. Okay. Yeah, that's I agree with that. I agree with that. But because once yeah, once a woman reach into 30, the egg, it starts to well, starts to rotten. Starts to rotten. No joke. It's not the productive system of a woman. It starts not to active for that. So that's why some there's a risk for women that having to help to conceive a child. Okay, and especially if it's according the seeds of the man. Okay, the seeds of the man. So it's just like it end up that they have special child. Okay, special child. So me, I don't really what do you call that, expect things like that, because you know I'm in my 40s. Okay, and a few and a few well, just a few years I'm in the golden golden age. Okay, I'm in the golden age, so I'm not really into that. Important that me and my husband were happy, we understand with each other. That's meant a lot to me. So they don't need a partner in life. Some need supporter only. Well, it's just like it's according. Sometimes they don't really, they can, that's why they don't need a man. If you're watching, Passport Bros channel, sis Alma, they don't really need a man. So that's, they can deal with their life just only for so. But for me, that's sad part, the sad part of their life, that they tell they don't need a man. They're telling a lie. Okay, they're telling a lie. Okay, because no one stand alone. Okay, no one stand alone. It's just like it's just part of the pride of pride of women, that they tell they don't need a man. No, they're telling a lie. They're telling a lie. And number six, yeah, like Frank mentioned about when it comes to financial, we're in not cases good with finances. When it comes, because especially that time that I was working, and we all know that here in the Philippines, unless if you are the CEO in the company, or in the higher position, but it's just like if you are a regular or average employee, you cannot really receive a paycheck than other country. So it's just like the thing is, So when I receive my paycheck, I always save that, invest in the bank. And that's the reason why uh it's my privilege that I have money before we get married, but my money is not as big as Frank has. Okay, so it's my privilege that my husband shared that to me, and it's also I share money for him. So I really understand the hard work when it comes saving money. So I'm just very very wise. I'm very good when it comes to financial dealing, because I know the feeling that it's not easy. Actually, in life is not easy, but I really give value about that money that my husband shared with me. So I'm not, it's just like some women, I think especially in the West, if they know that the I have um the money is not in my wallet, it's not Frank's wallet, it's somewhere in the house that we put there. Anytime he needs, he can get there and open and get and me. But I don't take that advantage, to get that money in spend. Okay. So I think that's the reason why when it comes to money, my husband he's very rely on me, because he know that I'm very serious when it comes to money thing. Okay. Oh, guys, sorry, guys, I can't really read, because on YouTube, my God, it's very small, the letter. Sorry, guys. Well, if I can read your comment. Oh my God. So, wait, hold on. Let me get my anteojos. Excuse me, guys, for a while, okay? Yeah, I'm not sure. Can you please check on my side table? Sometimes, I don't know where I put my eyeglass. It's not there. Or maybe in the toilet, in the bathroom. My God. There you go. Okay. Thank you, Frank. Now I can read now. Okay. Okay, from Filipina MTV. It's understandable that they want a real man who who earns more than a woman. Okay, probably. Okay, from Poots, probably to pay their students' loan, the debts, because they thought that chasing a degree would get them happy life. Yeah, because that's one thing that they really want to go to college, because it's not really they want to study, but it's just like it's their first step, to find a good provider for them. If a man earns less than a woman, doesn't make him a bad man. His personality, work ethics are the matters, not the amount. Yeah, agree. Okay, so number 7, yeah, can cook and clean the house. Yeah, that's, we mentioned that, a while ago, that, when it comes to Filipina, we're not really into that. Oh, what are you doing? Are you crippled or what? So as much as we can, but it's good that, our men will help us. Okay, so we're not really obligated, our men, to work, because especially that, this, your husband is working. We don't really obligated that, that would be good that, if, our men will help us, but is they don't need to obligate that to do household, because we understand that, they work they work for the family. Okay, and then number 8, where there's a lot of professional, and when it comes to yeah, professional, there's a lot of doctors in the states, and business minded people, or here in the Philippines and abroad. That's the reason why I don't understand that, there's a TikTok that, they said, a black woman tells uh DR Philippines, they can't speak English, they're not educated. Oh my God, that's why there's a lot of Filipina Bosch. This black woman tells that, we cannot barely speak English. My goodness. They think that, imagine, guys, there's a lot of, beauty queens that we want. Okay. So, well, it's just like, there's still, this is what I noticed, that I'm not against with this, passport bros, because my husband is one of those. And when I asked, this is the thing that, I went to a black channel, uh, when I asked him about passport bros, and then, the comment that he made is really, I don't really like. So I just stopped watching him, because of, of the comment that he mentioned. But I never tells that, I married to a passport. Some sisters, Western women, be mad seeing us brothers, men in general, happy without them. Yeah, I agree, because, especially if, if one of the brother had a money, and then they think that, okay, especially if the brother hang out with Filipina or Asian women, they very furious about that, because instead that money goes to them, it won't, because it goes to the other women that, like, in other country, or Asian women. I understand about that, because they gonna, that's why they mocking us, why brothers coming here in the Philippines, because, they mentioned about Philippines, Filipino, they can't speak English, they're not educated. But they're wrong. They're wrong. So, and then, that's, they treated brothers just like a garbage. So once the garbage come here in the Philippines, we love the garbage. So more garbage, please, because we appreciate the garbage. Uh, so they think that's, Western men are garbage. What time is it now? Okay. So guys, later, I'm just gonna, I gonna post for a hi IC. Thank you for coming, IC. So well, I really love, to do on the StreamYard, but I already consume my 20 hours a month. So it will resume this 12. So I don't know if I can make, if I can make live streaming this, because I spend a lot of hours in my StreamYard. So I just try to go on, on YouTube Direct. But I had a hard time, to read the comment because it's very small. Jesus Christ. According to haters, we're dusty and broke. Under- Undesirable. So it took my software engineering booty on a plane and proved them wrong. Yeah. Well, it's just like, well, hi Henry, thank you for coming, Henry. So guys, well, in a few hours I have meeting, a private meeting. So I'm gonna share this with you guys that what's the result of this meeting that I'm going through, because I will gonna discuss that on my next live stream. Okay, but as of now I have no details about that because it's on the process. So I'm gonna mention that, guys. So if it's work, if I like that, maybe I can take, but if it's not, it's okay. So if it's successful that we agree, I'm gonna share that with you guys. Okay. Oh, just me. Oh, it's so hot here in the Philippines. My God. Even though I'm wearing very very summer tops, it's really hot. Even though the air condition is on, and I have to open the fan. Oh my God. Hope my air condition won't burn out. This was a good stream for the time I was here. Oh, thank you. Thank you, buddy. Oh, yeah. Well, it's just like, I just, that's the reason why, I opened this kind of, drizzle drizzle, because, I just want to share this for Filipina. Okay. We don't need this, we don't need drizzle drizzle because we treat our men well. Okay. No drizzle drizzle for Filipina. It's only for Western women. Some, okay. Well, it's unfair, for those good Western women, but like I said, I don't generalize this. Yeah, exactly. No need. We don't need that, because does not apply for a Filipina goods. So where am I now? I'm lost. My goodness. Instead of drizzle drizzle, be genuine genuine. Be legit legit. Be legit legit. Okay. Ah, red wine. It's too early to to drink red wine. Okay, nine. Don't need to lay out in the sun to get the sun. Okay, here's the thing, guys. I feel bad about my people because they don't really admire, they don't really like the natural color of Filipina. Just me. Because, we don't need, we don't need to lay out in the sun just to have a tan. Okay. So some, I feel sorry about that for those Filipina. They take a lot of, they take a lot of glutathione, or or inject on their brain just to have, fair skin. But I love my skin color, guys. See, because my skin color, I'm not really, I'm not white, I'm not dark, I'm in the middle. Okay, it reminds me that this is caramel, caramel color. It reminds me of Jerome, caramel color. So I'm that, in my color. But when I was young, they consider my siblings, I'm negra. Oh my God, they call me negra. Jesus Christ. And now when I, that's why, when I was young in my teens, I'm very, I don't really have a confidence in myself because I'm the negra. Negra means, for Western people, negra, that's mean you're, dark skin. So it's just like, oh, I feel, I don't really, I'm introvert on that, because I don't want to hear somebody will teasing me, oh, you have a, you're negra. Oh my God. And I'm very grateful that when I meet Frank, he really enjoys seeing my skin, even though I just, I try to cover myself because I don't want to show my skin. And then he said, "There's nothing wrong with your skin, sweetheart. You're so beautiful." Oh my goodness, I'm just like ice cream that when I hear that, I'm melting, melting. So yeah, it's just like, it makes me feel okay. I love my, I have to, I have to love my skin color. Okay. Okay, let me read this from IC. Oh my God, IC, I have to wear my anchoas. Okay, bad. Okay, if it's open panel, why not? Usually let people come up, just be respectful and know your time to talk, and a lot of other people talk and will be good. Yeah, well, it's just like for me, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong to get in, but it's just like you have to be aware of your, of your words or your comment about that, because some people, they're very sensitive of this kind of topic. So you have to, you have to observe. OMG, Lilibet, I love the natural color of a Filipina. The camera doesn't do much justify the real deal. Yeah, that's, that's the sad part. They really, especially guys, especially a lot of, Filipino actors, men and women. When they start in the business industry, they have, they have a, brown skin like me. But just wait after a few months. Oh my God, they're so very lighter skin. Oh, I'm wear a crown. Yeah, that's why guys. Here's um. Well, in my 20s, I especially, I just mentioned this to Frank that, when I go to the mall, when I meet some foreigner, they're staring at me. I don't really like people staring at me because, I don't really have confidence in myself that, for me, it's just like the mentality of Filipino. Once you're light skin, you're in the society. You're beautiful, okay? So I'm one of those before. So it's just like, I told the front, I don't know why they're staring at me. So I just feel, I feel uh conscious about what they're staring at me because of my skin. Because, and one thing, guys, that, I don't really understand, when we first time that Frank sent me, try to call me on my Skype, and I refused to take his first call because my mindset that, oh, I have a dark skin, well, I have a brown skin. I'm thinking that, he's looking for a, lighter skin. So I refuse. That's what I think that time. And then I realized that how can I give this man a chance if I don't take the calls? And my goodness, when I opened my camera and then Frank told me, "Oh, look at you, you're so beautiful." I was shocked, and then I'm not really into that. It's just like, he's joking. He's joking, and guys, so we're just talking that. Oh, when I saw him, that's the big mistake that I never done is to take a video when I saw him at the airport. Okay, because there's a lot of people, but it's just like for me, I really want to that take in private. But when I realize, I think that's a good idea, to take a video on him so that we can watch that. Okay, but I didn't do that to him. Okay, so I just um respect his privacy. And when I saw that, oh my God, it's just like Frank, he's just shocked when he saw me. And then what is, I don't really understand his reaction. It's just like, I'm thinking that, it's just like, two things that comes in my mind. It's just like, he likes me or he don't like me when he saw me in person. But that's when we talk, that when we go to the hotel and talk about that, it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. And sometimes, if we have time, to talk, we just talk about things that we first met at the airport. And I told him that, when I saw him, he has a big luggage. I think he bought big luggage, three. And then he has, he hand carry, because that's, his computer bag. And then he's just standing there and waiting for me. But, he's just looking in front of the airport in Naiya. And then I was at the back because he think that I can go on the upstairs, but the taxi went down, so I have to ride on the escalator and go to the other side. So he's just facing on the front of the airport. Me, I am just facing at the back of him. And then when I saw him, he didn't notice that I was on his back, and then I just stand there for a while, and then I'm just staring at him. And then I'm just telling to myself, oh my God, he really needs me because he's so tall and very slim, very slim. That's what first thing comes in my mind, that, oh, he really needs me. So, guys, after a year, oh my God, after a year, he complained, stop feeding me, sweetheart. My blue jeans is no longer fit on me. Okay, so that's the time that I just less serving food to him. So that's the funny story. Me and Frank when we first met, because I fetched him in the airport. Okay, of course, for Filipina, they think this is the thing that we love also intimacy. I don't want to lie that we Filipina, we love that. I don't know some Filipina, but for me, I love the intimacy thing, especially when it comes to my husband. I love that. Okay. And then the last but not the least is Filipina are good mother. And by the way, guys, for those mothers, I will tell you guys that advance Mother's Day this coming Sunday, because May, the second Sunday of May, that's Mother's Day celebration. So I salute to all mothers, Filipino mothers, and to all mothers all over the world. Advance Mother's Day. So I already okay. What time? Okay, guys. So it's already 12 here, so I have to go because I have a private meeting. So I'm gonna share this with you guys after the meeting. So as of now, I cannot really tell some details, but after the meeting, maybe I can tackle this on my next live streaming. So for those who comes to my live stream, I really appreciate, guys. So don't forget me to give thumbs up, and also to my very supportive husband, Frank Tate. Thank you for joining with me. And also Bruce Davis. I really appreciate your time. Hang out with us. So thank you so much, guys, and have a good day and have a good afternoon or have a good night to everyone. Bye.